According to recently released satellite imagery, the Philippines' first Brahmos anti-ship missile base is taking shape at a naval installation facing the South China Sea. Manila's order of the Indian supersonic cruise missiles in 2022 marked a significant milestone in its defense modernization program that aimed to modernize the country's outdated military amid regional disputes with China. Procured under the Philippine Navy's shore-based anti-ship missile acquisition project, the $375 million sale earmarked 3 batteries of Brahmos missiles and technical support for the system to the Philippine Marine Corps Coastal Defense Regiment. The purchase also marked the first international sale of New Delhi's missile system, reportedly sparking more international interest in the system by countries in the region such as Vietnam and Indonesia.
Before we continue, if you haven't subscribed and you're new to this channel, please subscribe and click the notification bell so you'll be updated on new military technologies. The Philippines signed a $18.9 billion deal with Brahmos Aerospace Private Limited, an Indian-Russian joint venture, for 3 cruise missile batteries as part of the Navy's shore-based anti-ship missile system project. The Brahmos is a medium-range ramjet supersonic cruise missile that can be launched from submarines, ships, fighter aircraft, and land platforms. With a range of 290 kilometers to 400 kilometers, Brahmos are medium-range supersonic missiles that travel at Mach 2.8, or about 3 times faster than the speed of sound. A Brahmos missile battery has at least 3 mobile firing units with attached command and control technology, radar, and support vehicles and units. According to the company's website, Brahmos has shorter flight times leading to lower target dispersion and quicker engagement. A Brahmos missile can carry a 300-kilogram semi-armor-piercing warhead, which can penetrate and damage even the toughest ship hulls. The Brahmos project includes operation and maintenance training, and an integrated logistics support package. As the world's fastest supersonic cruise missiles, the Brahmos missiles will provide deterrence against any attempt to undermine our sovereignty and sovereign rights, especially in the West Philippine Sea. Naval News has identified the construction of a Brahmos site at Philippine Naval Station Leo Vigildo Gantioqui in Zambales on the coast of western Luzon. Photographs reveal a new base being constructed south of the Philippine Merchant Marine Academy on a plot of land previously used as an area for amphibious assault and coastal defense training by the country's armed forces. The only other structure in the area before the beginning of construction was a shed meant to store a few marine amphibious assault vehicles. Shortly after ordering Brahmos, excavation for the base was underway by August 25, 2022. In the 2 years since then, as of May 2, 2024, the site sports similar buildings to what is seen at Brahmos sites in operation by the Indian Armed Forces, specifically a high bay facility that supports the maintenance and testing of the system and a sheltered magazine bunker to store the missiles. Compared to Indian Brahmos bases, the Philippine Navy's installation appears smaller. This is likely a result of the reduced capacity of the Brahmos systems that Manila purchased, which only have 2 missiles per launcher compared to the 3 found on Indian launchers.
Adjacent to the high bay and missile magazine, construction on another set of structures appears to be ongoing. Given the lack of an existing garage to host the battery's missile launchers, it is likely that this will be constructed in this area. It should be noted that although the delivery of the missiles officially began in April, it is unclear if their transporter erector launchers have been delivered to the Philippines. Other facilities related to command and control and unit administration should also be built in this section. Manila's first Brahmos missile base in western Luzon positions the supersonic anti-ship cruise missiles to strike targets 290, 300 kilometers away. Scarborough Shoal, a disputed feature between the Philippines and China that has been de facto occupied by Beijing's naval forces since 2012, is roughly 250 kilometers from the new base. The mobile nature of the Brahmos system also allows batteries to relocate to different firing locations to reach out against other targets off western Luzon and avoid enemy counterstrikes. Another potential deployment site for Brahmos may be the Philippine Marine Corps 4th Marine Brigade at its headquarters in Camp Boheador in Burgos, Ilocos Norte. The development plans displayed at the base show a section labeled Coastal Defense Regiment. Upon closer examination, a similar design to the high bay at Naval Station Leovigildo Gantiochi can be seen. If deployed from here, Brahmos would be able to cover most of the Luzon Strait from the northern Philippines. The Coastal Defense Regiment, the Philippine Marine unit responsible for the operation of Brahmos, has also received donated land from local officials in Lubang and Calayan for coastal defense purposes. Defense officials cited the islands as strategic locations, with Lubang overlooking access to Manila Bay and Calayan positioned in the Luzon Strait. Since then, the Philippine Army has identified Brahmos as a likely procurement under the next phase of the country's military modernization program. Last summer, then, Philippine Army Chief General Romeo Brawner told the service that they would procure both the Indian missile system and HIMARS in the coming years. According to Brawner, the Army would procure more than the Marine Corps 3 missile batteries and deploy them in a similar coastal defense mission. As the Philippines had never used such high-end systems before Brahmos, the country has turned to its only treaty ally to help train its forces in modern systems and tactics. In recent years, the US and Philippine Marine Corps have drilled in, forming combined networks to identify and strike targets out at sea, using aircraft, artillery, and missile systems. Exercise planners described to Naval News this process of forming a kill chain following the sinking of a decommissioned Philippine Navy vessel during last year's Balikatan drills.